What's going on, guys? So this video we're gonna be pimping out one of my friends' SUV, and I don't think I'm gonna get everything in one day, so this will be a video of like 2 or 3 days. First thing we're gonna do is this sub box. We're gonna change this lettering to red, as well as this face. He brought that vinyl or this carpet, sub box carpet, like this material in that color. So we're gonna swap out this face, and then he brought these TS18 LED rings, which have LED lights on the outside, and then they have the power, and those go in between the sub and the box. And I got a cool way to wire those up, so I'll show you guys later. And then he's gonna get an underglow kit, which I don't have yet. And then he already has these interior lights, Gobi lights. These go in the footwells of the cars, and he already has these, but he has the remote version, and we're gonna swap it to this one, which is the Bluetooth version. But before we do any of that, we have to clean up this mess, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to do my best, and we'll start tomorrow morning. Alright guys, this is the whip I was talking about. I'm gonna have to blur this out for the YouTube, bro. But yeah, he's got red accents everywhere. And he's already got lights in here, but they're, like I said, they're the remote ones, so. And this is where the subs were. So he already got everything wired up. Hopefully that red matches, right? Even the red toe hitch. Damn. Everything red. Alright guys, as you can see, Jose didn't want to wait. We're gonna probably take out the subs first, and then we're gonna just peel this back. Alright guys, so we got 1/2 inch of MDF wood. We took this off, sanded it off a little, and we're gonna fill in this gap right here so that the light doesn't just hide, because then it'll just sit flush. So we took some measurements, and I made a little cardboard layout, and basically we're gonna hold this here, and then with the pencil scroll all the way around, and we'll get our outside circle, which is this one, and then our inside circle. So I'll show you guys when that's done. Okay guys, so I forgot, my dad took the jigsaw to work, so I have told Jose to go get one. He said he had one at the house, and right now I have this outlined already, but we can't cut them out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna uninstall his lights. He has the same exact ones, it's just he has the remote version, and then I'm gonna put these on where those were. So I won't really show you guys, I'll show you guys after when everything's done, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these done. Alright guys, so I got the new lights swapped in. Hopefully you guys could see. So there's one here. I got the module right here, it runs back. This is the only one I didn't wire up yet to the back seat, and I'll tell you guys why I've been a little. I got one over there, and then one under this back seat. And so with this one, before I wire it in, I'm actually gonna cut into it, and then I'm gonna tap into it with the 4-in-1 wire and run the wire all the way back here to the back so that I could hook up these LEDs. So this is the 4-in-1 wire. I already got them pre-spliced, and I got one of the rings over here. And these also have the RGB on them, so I'm gonna tap into these with that same light so that everything matches and everything is on beat. So I'll show you guys when I get this wire ran through. The color codes on your LED lights is gonna change, so I'll show you guys this color code, but I mean, you guys are gonna just have to figure it out. It's RGB and then positive. Alright guys, so we made these inserts. They're not the perfect circles, but they fit pretty tight. We're gonna put glue all around it, and then we already tested one out. There's the ring. Let's switch this over here real quick. The only thing now is we're gonna have to run this wire through the sub and then pop it out. I'll probably drill a hole wherever the this connector is. I'll drill one right above it, and we'll pop both wires out of there. And we're going to connect both lights to one, and then these are going to connect to the light that we had in the truck over there going to the back. So right now I'm going to take these off, fill them up with glue, maybe screw them in. I'm not too sure. They'll probably screw in whenever we put the sub back in, and then we'll start the wrapping. Alright guys, so some of this edge was lifting off, so we peeled up everything that was loose, and we're going to use this Weldon's contact adhesive, and we're going to put it on with the brush. First we're going to do these edges, stick those down, and then we'll do the whole face with the red carpet over there. Alright guys, so this is the back side of it. They're not too much different, but if you guys have a backside, then make sure you only draw on the backside. But I just did a rough outline, a little bit, maybe like ½ an inch in, and then the circles where the sub hole is going to be, and this is just so I don't waste glue. So I'm going to put glue on here where all this section is, and then also all around here, and try not to get it on the black so it doesn't get stained. So extra protection, if you guys want to not risk getting anything, we did some tape on here, some masking tape, just so that there's no glue excess glue on there. So now it's time to put glue on here.
Life is just always mysterious and surprising. You never know what's around the next corner. You never know what's around the next corner. You never know what's around the next corner. So. Life is just always mysterious and surprising. You never know what's around the next corner. You never know what's around the next corner.
Alright guys, so we got all the edges on, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure these are nice and tight, and then with the razor blade cut towards the edge, but make sure you angle it that way. You don't want to be short, because then there's gonna be no pretty way of patching it. And then we'll cut off these circles, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But so far it seems like it glued on pretty good. Alright guys, if you guys don't have this, it's fine, but I do. So it's just a little roller that we're gonna use to push the edge in all the way, and that'll give you a nice little area to cut on. And then we'll go ahead and use the razor. Alright guys, so this came out pretty good. The corners are a little light, but we'll fill those in with when I get super glue, and then I'll get some of this material and shove it in there. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and basically cut a cross, a pizza shape. I should get a bigger blade because these are kind of dull. And then we're gonna fold these edges in. So before I keep going, I'll show you guys. I'm basically gonna cut to the rim and then probably do like one more slice in between each and fold these in, and then the sub will sit on top. Okay guys, basically what we have is we did pre-drill some holes already to where everything is going to be, and then I ran this wire under and then through here, and I wired it up so both of these lights will be in sync. So nothing too complicated, just match the colors up. The only bad thing is that these don't match up to the universal color code, which is red, green, white, black, or sometimes it's red, green, blue, black. And this is gonna get connected to the lights over there. So in order to make my life easy, these are gonna match to those. But these, I did take a picture of it, and see if I post it right here, or some sort of code, so you guys know what to connect from these to these. And once I have it done, I'll show you. Alright guys, so we got these wired up. I did tape up the wires just so they don't rattle on the inside, and we're gonna go ahead and put the subs in right now. Show you guys when that's all done. So you guys could actually see the screw through there to make sure you align it properly. You don't want to screw them down too tight because remember it's screwing onto the acrylic, I'm guessing. So it doesn't really look too elevated, not too bad. You can't even see the lights on there, bro. They're like hidden.
It's gonna look decent.
Yeah, I even know they had lights in it.
Yeah, dude.
I know that. So in here, I'm gonna unbox this LED underglow car light. I did say I already did one of these, but so I know. So this is kind of a manual slash how to control the app. Teaches you what's inside and I guess kind of steps on how to do it. You got a sticky tape, double-sided stick tape for the module you'll see right now. Smells like a lot of adhesive in here. So you got this thing that I believe I didn't use last time. It comes with a power outlet connector for the cigarette lighter, which is pretty high tech, but we are going to be hardwiring these. And then it comes with these little clips, which I might be using. These are actually nice and plastic that go over to hold your LED, so in case there's some loose spots. But I'll show you what I'll use, and then it comes with some really cheap made zip ties that I don't think I'll ever use, and then some tiny screws. Basically, we're not using that. And then this is it right here. So this layout's pretty cool because it goes from battery to module, and then it splits down into two, and it has the front two, has two in the front, so it starts off on both sides, and then it goes long and then short again towards the back. And each light, in between each light, it has this connector, which you loosen up one end, and then you unscrew it, and bam, you have the connector. And it does have a little pin so you know where to connect it each time, and then you just screw it on until it gets tight, and then you counter screw this one, and there you go. So the good thing about this that it removes each LED is that you could place some and then run the wires, and if you accidentally run it one way and you don't like it, you could do it again. 2 sides done. I got both sides, I should say. Now I just need the front and back. I'll give you guys, hopefully you can see. So I used those clips that I showed you. I'll turn on this light. Right there, and then I drilled 2 little holes on each side. So there's the clip, and then there's hole, and there's a zip tie, and I could actually reach behind this and pass it through. That's why I did that, and everything else is stuck on there. And the overall design is actually pretty flush besides where those mounts are. I could have just gone without these mounts and done zip ties throughout the whole thing, but I feel a little more secure on this, so I did it anyway. And I wasn't sure if it was gonna stick right, because some vehicles don't stick right, but this one seems to stick pretty good as long as you clean it. I also clay barred the sides just because it has so much gunk on there. So now I'm gonna do the front. I'll show you guys when that's done. Alright guys, so for some of the parts to manage some of the wiring, I'm gonna use this, which is double side tape, and then it sticks onto a surface, and then you can go ahead and grab a zip tie and put it into. That way I don't screw into anywhere, you know, make less holes. So I'm gonna use this for some of the loose wires, help manage it. I'll show you guys how I use that later. Guys, so the way I'm gonna run the wires up is I'm gonna go up through here, and then the back one I went up through the engine bay right here. And if you guys have trouble fishing it out, I use this long, like, I think this is a rod to hold flowers or plants up. And you just run it down through to where you want it, and then you tape it, and bam, you fish it out. So that makes life a lot easier. I'm gonna just connect everything. I just need this one and then that side, and then I'll show you guys the back end a little, and then I'm just gonna wire everything to this battery and it should be done. Alright guys, so we're finally done. I don't know if you guys can see it in the back. I do got a light on the GoPro, so sorry if I'm like super white, but I'm gonna go ahead and give a run through and I'll show you guys hopefully how I did it. Here it is on red. I have the app over here, so I'll show you guys the color modes once I get the truck down. But I did run up so the front ones are connected down here to the edge. I had to cut this a little bit, and they shoot up straight up on both corners. And then I zip tied these right here so that they wouldn't rub on anything. And then the little module is actually down here, sitting on a flat surface. It is water resistant, so there's got no microphone on here or nothing, as long as it doesn't get cut up on anything. And it shoots straight up here, and I'm gonna zip tie this probably right here so it doesn't wiggle around. But now to the other side. So then the light goes up to here, it goes right there, and then it shoots down that way. Let's try to show you guys. Right here, and it goes straight up, and here I have the LEDs. They're all connected, remember, by the 3 zip tie method. The back ones. This one actually doesn't go over the wheel well. This one follows these brake tail lights. I zip tied the big bulk right here, and it follows all the way down there, right to the back through the other light, and then the other side the same. And I mean, these back ones came out perfect. So, and then up on front, it literally just has a power and ground. So I have it right here. I'm gonna zip tie this maybe one more time to make it neater. It's got ground and power, and that is it. I mean, you guys are just, I mean, it looks good. You guys aren't ready for this. I mean, and that's it. The app is kind of confusing to use, but let's give you guys a little demo. So right here it says we have, I'm gonna turn off this light real quick. Alright, so I don't know if you guys could see, but right here it says red. So I think if we cycle, oh, that changed it to the rainbow option, auto. I click on the color, solid, and then we got green, blue, and I like how it doesn't just harshly change over to the color, it actually smoothly transitions. Here we got yellow, pink or purple, teal, white. We'll go ahead and turn off these lights. And I mean, there's no harsh spots yet. I mean, I do gotta take off the truck, but there it is. I'm gonna go ahead get everything unloaded. Hopefully I get some dope clips for you guys, and see what the Jose says when he gets here.